This is Pharma Forum web editor Nicole Raleigh, and I am still on site in Lisbon, Portugal, this time for LSX World Congress. And with me today is Hans Schambye, CEO of BOOST Pharma, a clinical stage biopharmaceutical company developing novel, first-in-class stem cell therapies for rare, debilitating paediatric skeletal diseases. A pleasure to speak with you, Hans.
Well, thanks a lot for inviting me.
So BOOST's lead program, BT101, is an allogeneic mesenchymal stem cell therapy for osteogenesis imperfecta, which is a severe rare bone disorder and has received orphan drug designation in both the US and Europe. So I was wondering, Hans, if you could tell us more about BT101 and also the unmet need that it is seeking to address.
Yes. So first of all, very importantly, BT101 is an off-the-shelf cell therapy. So there's no matching to patients, no preconditioning, no add-on treatment of the patients. You can just take a vial and then infuse it into the patient. And the patients we are treating have osteogenesis imperfecta or brittle bone disease, which means that they are not able to produce correct collagen or the correct amount of collagen. And that leads to very soft bones. So these poor kids suffer multiple fractures of their bones every year. What we have seen with our treatment is that we can reduce that fracture rate by 70% or more. And we've run 3 different clinical trials, and we see the same every time. Stronger bones, much fewer fractures, better quality of life for the children we're treating. So we're really excited about this opportunity.
So you should be, yes, brilliant. Can you tell us more about the science, though, the background to this moment you're at in terms of the research and development and innovation that provided foundation?
Sure. So it all originates from Karolinska in Stockholm, the famous institute there. Our 3 founders developed this therapy. The reason why we are developing a cell therapy is that there are multiple different gene defects that lead to the same disease, the same phenotype. The collagen gene is a very long gene, so you can have multiple mutations that lead to disrupted production. And that's why we focused initially on cell therapy. So we provide cells that hone to the bone where they start producing collagen and inducing the patient's own cells to build normal bone. So that's the key differentiator for us, that we provide the patients with the ability to build normal bone that's much stronger than the bone they can build on their faulty collagen.
Fabulous. And what about BOOST's investment experience? I have to ask this question because we're at LSX.
Yes, sure. So the founders have been incredibly good at getting soft funding. So the clinical trials that we've run have all been based on soft funding from the EU and from local Scandinavian grants. But in 2024, we took in our first VC investment based on the exciting data we have generated. And now we have 3 strong VCs, Soundbite Ventures, Karolinska Development, or KD Ventures as they're called now, and there's Industry Fund. They're all Swedish, and they provided us with so far 7 million euros. So we have had a good journey with investments as well, and we are now looking to raise money to run a phase 3 pivotal trial that will make the product ready for approval. So that's why I'm here.
Okay. And being here, what are the sort of trends, the insights that you've been hearing on the ground?
The trends are that it's very, very hard to raise money. It's very hard even to get meetings with investors here. We have also experienced that a little bit, but I think we differentiate because we are racing for a phase 3. We are so close to the market and we have the stellar data that we have. But certainly it's very hard to get the attention of the European VCs right now because there are so many companies that are out raising money. And here we are definitely lagging behind from the US where there's a boom right now. And we've seen massive financing in the last 6 months in the US. So I'm waiting for that it always comes over here with a delay. I'm looking forward to it coming.
I'm looking forward to it coming,
Yeah.
which preempts my final question. What next? What would be your closing thoughts for our viewers in terms of everything we've been discussing?
Yeah, I'm also the chairman of Danish Bio, so an organization that works for biotech companies and the framework conditions in Denmark for biotechs. So it's very high on my mind that Europe needs to get its act together. We need to take actions from the Draghi report and realize that we have much less cash available for high-risk investments. We have a lot of savings in Europe, but we choose to invest more than half of that in the US, and that's not helping Europe. So we need to get that money back. We need to make it available for entrepreneurs in multiple different fields, but certainly in biotech where our research is just as strong as in the US. We have lots of experienced people, we have lots of great companies, but we are in desperate need of more risk capital.
As you say, bring it back to Europe. That's the key theme here. Thank you very much for your time, Hans. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks a lot for having me again. It's been a pleasure.